Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee now, call 319-527-6305. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, plus UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you amazing, fabulous, incredible, magnificent, so very loved, and yes, darn sexy people. Well, what a ride I've been on, and thank you all for all of your concern and your love about the fires. We literally just before the show started got another mandatory evacuation call. I do not believe my home is in the area yet that applies to. I am holding the positive as we are taught to do, knowing that I am safe and protected. My home is safe and protected. And I would like all of us to come together and claim and visualize calm and cool and steady and stable. Claim those vibrations for all of California. You see, we don't want to go to the fires because then our brain sees the fires, right? But the opposite of that and the winds and all the stuff that they're drawing our attention to is calm and cool. So let's hold that for California. And that brings me to one thing the channel wanted to talk about today, because I said, should I talk about the fires? And they said, well, yes, but it's really all natural disasters. All natural disasters. They want us to know that they are not disasters in the viewpoint of the larger energy. They are disasters, obviously, personally. And the pony in the poop, the message for our own enlightenment is to know what's important. Decide, choose what's important, and then create it with the universe. It was really interesting watching the process, because the first time that we got the cars packed up, we thought we had like 15 minutes to a half hour. And it was interesting where my mind and action went to. I went to all my business stuff. Aurora got the computer all packed up, all the business checks packed up, all the important papers like the deed to the house, the insurance papers, and we all should have those and know exactly where they are. Death certificates, birth certificates, passports, all that stuff. You should know. So that's where we went first, and then to gather all the money in the house, and then to gather all my product, because at least then I can still make a living, right? And after that, it was all Gabby's pictures, my paintings that my grandmother had done, memories from my mother that she had left me, things that were important to my heart. And so I think, over and over and over again, you hear the people being interviewed talking about, yes, we've lost everything, but at least we have each other. At least we have our lives. At least we have the possibility of continuing to create. And that takes me into the next subject. Today is the 11th day of the 11th month of the numerological 11 year. 2018 equals 11. 2 plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. So we're in 11, 11, 11. And according to a lot of information, not only the numerologists, but a lot of healers are getting this information that this is a portal into massive creation for 2019. But you want to focus today on what you want to create and getting those things and yourself into alignment. 11 is the universal number for like intuition, really heightened intuition and miraculous expanded creation. So this is our opportunity, and what we need to bring into balance is, one, really accepting our duty and our choice of being available to self-creation, to saying, yes, I accept this. I'm not going to fight it anymore. I'm not going to doubt it anymore. I am accepting that I am the creation of me. And then letting God back in, which kind of surprised me because I didn't really know that we had abandoned him, her, it. We needed to, been focused so much on accepting the fact that God helps him who helps himself, so we have to step forward in our own creation, that some of us have forgotten that we definitely have to partner with God or the universe or divine love or whatever your term is for it. When the two go together, that opens up the positive energy flow. And then you bring in the clarity of what you want. You choose that direction and make a choice. You take action. And you receive and give, which is recidive. And we know that receiving and giving happens at the same time. So if you don't receive, you can't give. If you don't give, you can't receive. I had a lot of opportunities in New York to give. I gave my time with some of you beautiful, amazing people that traveled really far to see me in New York and Toronto. And it was, I want you to know, an incredibly special heart time for me to be able to get together with you. I gave to a lot of homeless people on the street. We took food from restaurants and gave it to people. I gave a lot to my daughter, which always is my greatest joy, right? So we want to be sure that we understand that today is the beginning of a big energetic shift. If you are ready for the energetic shift, then it can be a really, really positive thing. But just like the fires here, we have to stay in the moment, and we have to keep creating, guys. When you go into fear, you do not create. So from everyone that I've heard from, oh my gosh, are you okay? I'm so worried about you. I've written back, you know, the cars are packed and we're still in our home. Hold prayers of positive light, of joy, of happiness. Surround my home with white light if you want to do something. Know that I'm protected. That's where we want to go. And we know that, but oftentimes we are just automatically pulled back in. Somebody wrote me about a job interview, and that it was out of her comfort zone. Guys, if you're out of your comfort zone right now, trying to move ahead, know that that's exactly where you should be. Exactly where you should be. You got to move out of your comfort zone in order to expand. So feel the fear and do it anyway. Change that fear into excitement. Use whatever tools you have from this work, because this is our great opportunity here. This is what we've been working for and praying for and directing in our lives right now. So let's make sure we make the most out of it, okay? All right, can I go to the calls now? As soon as we balance this, claiming the symbol and the formula, the violet flame, the golden light. And the symbol is an incredibly powerful tool, guys. It neutralizes all but the truth and brings, it represents the formula. It represents divine love. And Susan graciously gifted a lot of us for a donation with these beautiful symbols that she'd made and framed, which she brought to Toronto. So we want to thank her for that. We're going to Marilyn in Colorado. Hi, honey, you're on.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, baby.
It's snowing here, so I'm going to send you some good snow and rain and water and
beautiful,
cool
yes.
energy
yes,
from Colorado.
Thank you. Perfect.
My question has to do with actually my own potential. Has been feeling my path calling me forward to do more writing, and I just wanted to check in on that sort of expression, if that feels in alignment with my soul path, if you could give me some guidance.
Well, okay, but Marilyn, the highest question, and I'm getting my really big yes, is does it feel it in alignment with you? You know, I get probably 5 scripts a week to look at. And I have to go, okay, nobody else can tell me if this is in alignment with my talent. Is my talent excited about this? Is this a project I would want to do? Does the financial aspect honor me? So I'm asking you, the channel is asking you, do you get excited when you think about writing?
I do.
Okay, then write. But you see,
okay.
What we do is, well, am I going to make a living? Is it going to be profitable? Are people going to like it? And we stop ourselves before our passion even gets a chance to take hold.
Yeah, that's so true. That's exactly what's been going through my mind. So staying on track with that creative, that sense of inspiration is probably where I want to be.
That's where that's, as long as you're creating, the universe will, and I've got chills all over my body saying this, as long as you are creating, my beautiful people, the universe opens up to conspire with you.
Awesome.
But we stop ourselves with our mental mind what ifs.
Yeah.
And the channel also wants to remind you what my editor told me: don't edit, just write, and then go back and edit.
Okay.
But go into your heart and your passion and just write. You can always go back and go, yeah, this needs to be. I can't tell you how many times I tweaked my TED Talks until it, because the beauty of writing from a channel and a passion is that you connect with all the things that actually you want to talk about, and sometimes they're not connected in the most direct A, B, C, D, E, F way.
Right.
But you want to get the first part of it, and then you can always do the A, B, C, D, E part, right?
Okay.
But you want to get the passion part.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's so helpful.
Yeah, and that's with all creation. You bet, Marilyn. I know when I was writing Conscious Creation, I kept wanting to stop because and do parts over again because the work was changing so quickly, and the channel said, no, just keep writing, just keep writing, just keep writing, and then when I worked with my editor, I saw where I could make it clear and connect it more. And the same thing happened with the TED Talks, and the same thing happened with Bright Light. But the important thing is to get the passion out, guys, because the passion is what connects with your readers. The passion, the heart of it, is what connects with your readers. Okay, and they're saying with the universe. Eileen in Brooklyn, hi. I'm trying to get you on here. Hi, you're on.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
I am so happy that you are doing the show. I mean, it's amazing. You are amazing.
Thank you. But, again, I could sit here and I can worry and I can fret. I've done everything I can do. We're packed. The cars are packed. Will I lose a lot of stuff that my heart will grieve? Probably, if that happens. But I'm not going there. I'm taking every moment as it comes. And I thought the best thing I can do with my moments for everybody is to be here with you guys. So thank you, and thank you guys for being here. Right?
Yeah.
With me and for me. So what can we do for you, babe?
Well, I had my own sort of moment, if you can call it that, with fear the past few days. And I confronted it in a way that I've never done before. I actually felt in every bone in my body that no matter what I'm afraid of, the fear is worse.
Oh, you bet, babe. As a matter of fact, I just wrote an e-blast about that very thing. So go ahead. You are right on.
Yeah, I mean, I got up early this morning in a state of just fear. And I finally said, I don't think I said it. My guides probably did. Where do you think you're going? Don't you think that where you're going is a lot easier than what you're doing right now?
Yeah. Let me tell you what the channel is screaming in my head is that fear comes in when we erroneously feel that we have no control. So if you are in fear, ask yourself, how can I get back in my power and regain my creative control? What can I create right now to show me that I am in control? And I guarantee you, it's like the boogeyman in the closet. You got to face the fear of opening the door to see there's nobody there. Right?
Right.
Okay.
That is true. And I do want to thank you for meeting with us the other day. It was such a joy.
It sure was, sweetheart. This community is just so important to me. And I told you all, you're my family. You're my extended family. And it was important to me to get together with my family, for sure. So thank you for coming. And just stop whenever you feel that fear and go, okay, I know I'm out of creation right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be feeling this fear. What do I need to create to get my power back?
Right.
What steps can I take? Okay?
Yes.
All right, baby. Thank you. We got a little theme going here. Thank you so much. And we are going to Emily in California. Hi, honey. You're on.
Hi, Dee. so grateful to be here today.
Me too. Believe me, me too.
Yeah. This transformation, this energy is so incredible. Yesterday I had this profound moment of just feeling myself fully accept my freedom.
Yes.
And this morning, this other just profound moment of grace of feeling myself forgive myself fully for everything or anything and release myself into that freedom.
Yeah, they're showing me a little girl jumping up and down. Which so you're speaking for all our little children. You know, that have wanted to be forgiven for a long time, because kids always think it's their fault, guys. You can ask any psychologist. You know, it's the kid in the family that thinks it's their fault that the divorce is happening. It's their fault there's not enough money. It's their fault that mommy's sad, right? They take on everything. So we really got to, you know, let our children go and give them the freedom to love themselves just the way they are, because we're all doing the best we can, and so are they, right?
Yeah. And just to follow up a testimonial and then a quick question, I've been working through, it's taken about a month, this process of, you know, that stemmed from me knowing I was called to go overseas and my daughter deciding she didn't want to go. And it all has finally just resolved itself beautifully. A lot of deep emotion came up. A lot of healing happened. And, you know, between she, her dad, and I. And we're all at peace now. And so I go, oh, wow, that's about my actual little girl.
Yes, ma'am.
And
theirs.
Honor and respect.
Hold on, they want me to go to a core belief. Yeah, okay. So big yes. That is a perfect example of you moving in to your knowingness that you are the God of you and creating what you want. That's what this all represents.
Beautiful. I so feel that.
Yes, and that's what we're being called to do, right?
Yes. And it really took me staying in my knowing when so many people were telling me, no, you just need to jump to a solution. And I said, I have to listen to what's in my heart. I have to stay with, I know it's hard to hear. I have to stay with that. And it led us to someplace we never could have gotten otherwise.
Yep, because you opened that door and you saw there was no boogeyman there. See?
Right.
And then that frees your energy up. Freedom just came in to say hi. Which I take as a sign, you know, because bless her heart, she didn't know what was going on, and she absorbs, as children do, all the energy of the anxiety and even the smoke in the air. You know, they know that there's something up. And that's what our little children are begging us to help them let go of all that stuff that they picked up erroneously or energetically that wasn't theirs to own ever, right?
Yeah.
And just to unconditionally love them. So I just keep telling Freedom, you're okay. You will never be abandoned ever again. Wherever we go, you're going with us. And it just calms her down. So maybe that's a good thing to tell our little girl and our little boy, is that we're always going to take care of you, and you can let go and be free now. Right?
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Emily. That's great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, love you.
I love
Sending
you,
love
too.
and peace and calm.
Thank you. And cool. Thank you.
And cool, yes.
You bet. Miss Mary, you're on. Whoops, you're almost on. There you go.
Hello, my darling Dee Dee.
Hello, baby cakes. Thank you for your text and your love.
Oh, you are so welcome. Been there, done that, know what it feels like.
Yeah.
And what you just said about freedom is so true with our kitty cats. They were, and we just kept saying, don't worry, here's your cases, you're going with us. And as a result, they were just perfect.
Yep. They
but
pick
I
up
did want
that
to share
love.
something with you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, a few weeks ago you sent out an e-blast, and we had talked about the general malaise that some of us were going through.
Yes.
And I found myself going through that kind of stuff for a while. I didn't feel very well. And then, I sort of worked through it, and I got an opportunity by just saying, I'm going to go and do something fun with myself. And I volunteered to help this beautiful writer that I'm a fan of edit some of her books. She had indicated she needed to get some stuff out and was running behind, and I just volunteered on a whim. And lo and behold, she took me up on it, and I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah,
I have not done this for a while, and I love doing it. And
see, right there, that's what they're talking about Recigive.
Yeah.
See, you moved forward to give, and you're getting so much of your own power in return.
Yes, that's a perfect way to say it. And all of a sudden, the power that had waned away, it seemed like, was back and stronger than ever.
Yeah, don't wait, create, guys. Don't wait, create. That's my motto for 2019. I discovered in New York I'd been kind of out of sorts. And
oh no.
Okay, is that me or you?
It was me. I just got rid of it. Sorry about that. There's an Amber Alert out here.
That's fine. They're coming at us from all different angles here. Good God. Anyway, I found that I was Found that I was, kind of negative and yeah. Mm-hmm. And when I finally sat down and I said, okay, this is what I want. First of all, I had to claim what I wanted.
Right.
I want to be the happy, balanced me. I want to be the positive me. I want to be the me that knows. So now, what do I need to know to do that? And it knocked my socks off, you guys, because I realized, and I remember hearing the voice. It was this loud voice that came into me that said, you don't have to worry anymore. Gabrielle's fine now.
Oh.
She's found herself. She's fine now.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's beautiful.
Subconsciously, what that did to me was, well, great, then who am I now?
Yeah, now what do I do?
What do I do? Because my whole, not my whole, but a lot of my identity for my entire life has been, how do I protect her? How do I help her? And so in that knowing, in that moment, I had to let go and go, well, where's my identity now? Who am I? I am a person who continually creates. That's who I am.
Perfect.
So now it's my time. I'll continue creating love and balance and success for her energetically. And now I'm going to really focus on what does Dee want to create.
Yeah.
And then I sat down and I listed everything I wanted in the new year, all my intentions for the new year, everything I wanted to do, and bam, within the snap of a finger, I was back. And that's what I want you to hear, guys. When you get to those places, where can I give? Where can I serve? What can I create? What do I want to do? What can I do that makes me happy? Even if it's getting your darn fingernails done. Okay?
Right.
Make a choice and move back into the positive creator that you are. That's awesome, Mary. I'm so stoked for you. I didn't know that you did that. Edited book.
I do. It's a version of editing. Some people may call it. I don't know what they call it. I do all of the cleanup and corrections and grammar, punctuation, all of that.
Yeah.
And then kind of revise and make suggestions on moving things or when something's not clear, stuff like that. And I just make notes.
Wow.
I love doing it, and I'm really good at it. I love grammar. I love English. Well,
Well, I'm going to keep.
So.
I am going to keep you in mind. Yeah, I will. I love you to death. Thank you.
I love you even more to death. To life.
To life, yeah. L'chaim.
I love you to life. Bye.
I love it. I love you to life. I love that. Jennifer in Indianapolis, you're on, baby.
Good morning, Dee.
Good morning.
Okay, so it sounds like echoing in here because I'm in the last part of my move out. I created a place that had what I wanted: a garage,
Great.
a dishwasher, a fenced-in yard. I am so excited. I'm like dancing around the old place, taking the last of it out and going, yes, I finally got what I wanted. And so I think it was really, really a matter of listening to your show every week and concentrating on what I wanted and creating it. It was just kind of that simple.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the channel is saying that there was something that you heard in the last few weeks about asking the energy to come in and partner with you.
Yes. Yes.
And as soon as you asked for help, everything started falling into place. Is that true?
It's very true. It's just perfectly true. I'm so happy. Does the channel see anything? I mean, I'm so elated. I'm getting exactly what I want.
The channel just wants you to stay and relish this joy, and remember that you know the formula for creation now. So you don't ever have to guess at it again. You know it. It's in your bones. It's in your cells. It's in your energy. You know it and use it all the time.
Oh, thank you. And as a matter of fact, the top floor of this place is just one room, a big room. And I told everyone, I've been telling everyone for 3 weeks, that's going to be my creating room.
Oh, awesome. Love it.
I can't wait. I'm just so excited. So,
and we hear that. Just beautiful. Thank you. We all needed to hear this. There's a joy in this. We all needed to hear this joy of creation today, Jennifer. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
I'm going to make it that way.
Right
Whether
on.
I have to evacuate or not, we're going to make it a good day. Why not? Okay, Jay, you're on. What's up, buddy?
Hi, Dee. Grateful to hear you. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Glad you're here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, I'm here in Wilmington, so I know all about evacuations. Recent ones too. Yuck.
And we're still here.
Absolutely. And I think you'll be fine. I'm feeling. But,
my intention is creating it that way.
Well, I'm just excited about the 11/11 energy today.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm 11 years sober as well, so I'm loving the 11.
Woo-hoo! That's a great reason to celebrate 11. You bet, baby.
Absolutely. So I was actually just open to anything the channel has for me today.
Well, I need a direction, Jay.
And career. I'm actually feeling kind of oppressed with my career.
Okay, somehow that ties into money because they wanted to go to money. And I'm going back to one of our first callers. You tie the joy of doing what you love to do with the money that you feel like you make or don't make. They would like you to focus on the joy that you get out of doing what you do and the joy you feel around money, but don't connect the two right now. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Perfect sense.
So to move into, I'm going to take 5 minutes just to feel the excitement and awesome joy I have of my career and doing what I love. And then in the afternoon, I'm going to take 5 minutes just to feel the joy of money. I love money. I am money. I love creating with money. I'm awesome with money, okay? And
absolutely.
But they don't want you to connect the two.
Okay.
Because
that makes perfect sense.
That's what trips you up. Okay?
Yes. Yeah,
okay. Yep. I'm not getting anything else. That was pretty clear though, right?
Yeah, that was bullseye. Thank you so much.
Okay. You bet, Jay. Thanks for calling in, baby.
You got it. Namaste.
Thank you. Yes, this is the day, 11/11/11. Maria in San Francisco. Hi, honey. You're on.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much,
morning.
sending blessings there, and thank you for being such a light to everybody and to yourself.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. I'm trying to figure out, without going into too much detail, I think there's some kind of hormonal imbalance that's causing physical symptoms.
Well, I get a yes, but what's causing the hormonal imbalance then? Everything in our bodies, and I'm not a doctor, but everything in our bodies starts with energy that gets messed up somehow, that we're thwarting in some way. So, Sheets, but give me a song, Maria.
Oh, Sound of Music. I always go with
Okay. So whenever I get the Sound of Music, usually, and this is where we're going, yes, they go to the beginning of the show where she's joyfully singing on top of the hill to the end of the show where they're using their music to escape for their lives. So it's a collapse of positive and negative together. And many of us have beliefs around that, like we have to struggle to conquer in order to create what we want. Belief systems like that. And when we have belief systems that say, in order for me to have the positive, I have to have the negative, then we are always trying to get past the negative to get to our positive, and we know that doesn't work. Because if any of our focus is on the negative, then the positive is going to be thwarted in some way. So now we're going to a core belief around physical, meaning your body. Yes, your body and your health creation. This page here. 6. Good God, you got to love this work. When I come alive again, I am sick. So when I start embracing my own power, when I start getting excited about life, when I start getting ready to step out into and accepting my own creation, I have to create sickness somewhere. And what do your hormones do? They help balance you. If you have the belief, when I come alive again, I am sick, that's going to continually keep you off balance, sweetheart. Do you understand? In other words, you're afraid to open the door of your own power because there might be a boogeyman there. But there's no boogeyman, there's only freedom. But you've got to step into opening that door and really saying, okay, I'm going to trust this creation process, this self-creation process, and I'm going to know that I work as a partner with God to create this beautiful, amazing health that I want, that I am. And so it is. So we're claiming the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, the golden light around all of that. So it is. All right, baby, you can do this. You're walking through that place where we're all walking right now. That fearful place. And, you know, when I test it with the channel, I literally say, you know, I feel like I'm anxious. I feel like I'm in fear. And the channel always consistently says to me, what you're really feeling is excitement about the things that are opening up. So just know it's all good. So that's what I'm holding on to, and that's when I do like I'm told. So I invite you to walk the same path with me, Miss Maria, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
baby.
you.
You bet. You bet. Eileen in Brooklyn, hi, you're on.
Somehow we got hooked together again. I don't know why.
Hi, babe. You're on.
Okay. One thing that started to happen this week after I saw you was I started to reach out to somebody that I thought could help me sort of move in the direction I need to go. So I feel like I'm starting to move there. And maybe that's...
I get a yes.
And I don't know. But at least I feel like I have a direction.
Yes, and guys, that's the key to everything, is make a choice, choose a direction, take a step, and then you feel your power again, and then you're open to taking more steps, Eileen, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, if our little get-together led to that, woohoo, yippee, and keep it going.
I will, thank you.
All right. Loved seeing you, baby. Really loved getting those hugs. Bye-bye. Nancy in Pennsylvania, you're on.
Oh, Dee, thank you for calling on me.
Well, you're welcome, darling. Thanks for calling in.
Wow. I don't know. I'm just so moved by everything, everyone, just being in oneness, just having all these webinars and seminars with all these different groups, your group, other groups. And it just seems like that www means World Wide Web. The websites, World Wide Web.
Yeah.
So I feel
we're
like
all
we're
connected, for sure.
Yeah. We're like this one big, beautiful spider web of like glistening, you know, nearly invisible threads that sometimes you can only see when they're wet and with the sunshine on, and then there's this happy little spider in the middle, but we don't have to put anybody in the net to catch them, you know.
And what does a spider do? It's a great analogy, Nancy. What does a spider do? They spin and they spin and they create and they create and they spin and they create. It's a great analogy to what we've been talking about in the whole show. So thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the joy you brought in. I really feel it, and it's great to hear that from you.
It just started this past week. I sort of got a quantum leap into everything. I was doing chair yoga with a group of seniors, and I looked at my hand up in the air. I thought, I am in control of my body. My body is not in control of me. I can move this way, that way. I have free will choice. Same with, everything I do, it just hit me. All these decades and decades of webinars and seminars and courses, it all just seemed to come into play. I am the master of my shit, but I'm the master of
You
my
are the
shit.
master of your web, Nancy.
I am the master of my shift. SHIFT. Shift happens.
Shift happens, for sure. I love it. I love hearing you so happy, too, women. Thanks for calling in, baby.
Thank you for being there.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Kiss, kiss.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy. I thought you were done. Okay, we're going. I don't have a name here. It's area code 408-923 are the first digits. Who's on with me? 408-923. I hear you trying to come on. Unmute yourself. Oh, doggone it. All right. Well, I'm going to have to move on. I'm so sorry. Area code 415609. Do you want to talk or not?
Hi, Dee. I'm so glad you are fine and, sending that light around you and your house and your neighborhood.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, staying in the light and staying in creation and staying in the moment just feels a lot better than creating our own hell that we don't have to go to and may never have to go to, right? But again, you don't have to look very far. There are families who had children that were killed in the shooting spree out here, who then turned around 4 days later and had to evacuate their homes. Right? So the longer I hold my light and the steadier I hold my light, the more I serve them. And the more I serve myself. And the more I serve you. So everybody wins when we hold our balance and our light. Right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So thank you for helping me hold mine.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're welcome, baby. You are so welcome. All right, hold on. I'm scrolling back up here. Oh, here's Susan. Hi, sweetheart. You're on.
Hi, Dee. Happy 11/11/11.
Thank you. Thank you. So nice to see you in Toronto.
Oh, it was wonderful coming up there, and thank everybody for their donations to my artwork. It's really going to come in handy because I've had the opposite problem of fire. I've had water.
Huh. Isn't that interesting?
Last month, my boiler died on me, so I had to get a whole new boiler system to heat my home. And then last weekend, not just last one, but the one prior to this, so I've been out for about approximately a week now. My water heater decided to go broke on me and flooded my basement.
Okay, so the minute you said that, Susan, if it were a scene in a movie, you would have seen me thrown against the wall. There's something about fire and water, which are two of the main elements of life, as we know. And we're being asked to call in and claim and ask assistance with the balance between, that's the highest word, the balance between and of, I see, okay, fire and water. So we're directing fire to bring itself into balance. We are directing water to bring itself into balance. And then we are directing a harmonious balance between fire and water in the interaction of the two. Claiming the symbol, again, which equalizes everything that's not the truth. The formula, which the symbol represents. the violet flame, and the golden light. I am divine love, so it is. This is a very, very huge thing that we just did. I kind of understand it because you need both forces in the world as powerful forces, but they've become out of balance. Part of this is due to global warming, and global warming is due to the imbalance of high emotional states within all of us. Good God. Hold on, I heard everything. So now we have to balance that, invoking the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, the golden light. I am divine love. I mean, it's if you look at it, all the hurricanes, the water force, came in before the elections. All the fires broke out right after. The country, which means us, within us, are so divided. It's communities like this that are helping to hold the balance, but we must be vigilant about holding the balance of our own fire and water within us. So now we're going to direct that. I am, everybody join me, I am the balance of fire and water. And so it is. Anything else we need to... Boy, and here you thought you were calling in about a water heater. On a more personal note now, Susan, we're going to a core belief, this page here. On a more personal note, to bring your own balance of fire and water, you are being asked to know that you are good enough. Now that's interesting because that came up in our circle that we had in Toronto.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, the question of self-worth and really knowing that I am good enough, and I am good enough to know my self-worth, ask for my self-worth, embrace my self-worth. So if Susan's bringing this in, it's for all of us. And I really got hit between the eyes. Something I was reading last night on the internet under my sign and what 111111. I don't put a lot of power into all that, but what they said about my sign was in order for me to have the most powerful year in 2019, I had to let go of the need to be recognized. And I'm telling you, it hit me like a bolt of lightning, which is very interesting, being an actor and a speaker and someone who's in the public eye. You see, I have to let go of the need to be recognized so that I know I am recognized and can just be recognized. So it's that yeah, go ahead, Susan.
I'm a Sag too. My birthday is on the 25th, in 2 weeks.
Well, that would apply to you too. So that's why they had me bring it up. You know, the only people that need to recognize us is us. To know.
And the only thing I need to remember is I am worth my worth. Because I am, and I never have before. And I realize that it's been something that I've... Go ahead.
Go ahead, sweetheart. I'm sorry. There's a delay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. I recognize that this is something that happened way back in my little child when I was 17 and didn't realize my self-worth back then. And I've had to work with my 17-year-old child that didn't think she was worthy of the love that she was, able to give out.
And Susan, you're speaking for all of us, and here's Freedom came in to acknowledge that. See, doggies, they know their self-worth. They just come in and go, yes, please, could you put your hand on me and give me some love? And that's what we're going to do with ourselves now, right? That's it.
Yes, my kitties do the same thing too. My kitties are the very same way, exactly.
If we could just learn from them. Yes, I'm special. Pet me, love me. I deserve it. Every time I come up to you, I deserve it. And on that note, that's a good place to end. Because I'm out of time, Susan. So you just, all of us, keep claiming I am worth opening that door and stepping into my power of self-creation. Always asking God, the universe, divine love to come and partner with me and create this with me. I'm clear about what I want. I choose my direction. I take action. And I receive and I give. And so it is. Thank you, baby.
And it is. Thank you.
And so it is. Okay, let's all say it together until we meet again. I love me. Feel it. I love me. I love me. Because I know that's what it's all about. Baby cakes.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, plus UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.